Hello everyone. So in my today's video, we will talk about exception handling part 4. Okay. So obviously the introduction part is already covered in my previous videos. That is all about try block. That is all about except block. So in the today's video, we will start with the finally block. That is the first thing. So now the question is, why do we need finally block? So obviously in any project, once you are done with your task and everything, obviously it is recommended to destroy all the unwanted things. Okay, after completion of task. For example, if I have a database and if I open that database for some purpose, okay, and now my tasks are completed, so obviously it is recommended to close the database connection also. Okay, so these cleanup activities are very important and should be handled in our code. So finally is a keyword in Python. That is the first thing that can be used to write finally block to do cleanup activities. So here one more question. Why we are not using try and except block for cleanup activities? Why? So coming to try block first, there is no guarantee that just like the every statement, okay, here in try block, if exception is raised, okay, so after that second line, third line, and so on, all the remaining lines will not be obviously executed, because whenever we find any exception, obviously immediately it will jump to the except block. So that's why it is not recommended to write cleanup code inside what? Try block. Coming to except block. Obviously there is no guarantee that an except block will execute every time. Suppose if there is no exception, then except block won't be executed. Hence, it is also not recommended to use this. So coming to the conclusion part. So we can have a separate block for cleanup activities, and this block of a code should always execute, always. So suppose if no exception, still it will execute. If exception is there and it is handled, still it will execute that cleanup activity block. And if exception is there but not handled, still your cleanup activity code will be executed. So how? Here is the example. Suppose if I write try and I'm writing one print statement, hello. So right now there is no error or no exception, I can say. Okay, then I am writing except. And suppose if any error, then obviously it will jump to this part. So I am writing world. Okay, and third one, as I said, it is nothing but finally, no, not here, finally block. So we have to use that keyword finally only, and again here also I will write print and I will write finally. Okay, so I'm done with my code actually. So what is happening over here is we have something in try section that is only print hello, but there is no exception. So obviously it is not going to jump in the except block. It will only jump to which block after that hello. After printing hello, it will jump to finally block and it will print finally. So let's check the output of this. Control S. See hello and finally, because there is no exception. That is one case you can say. But suppose one more case that we can have a 10 divided by 0, something like this over here, or 10 divided by 0. And we know that it is which type of error, that is 0 division error, Okay, again here also Z, D and E always capital, and then one message I'm writing word, and again I'm writing finally, and I'm writing one more message. See, in this example we have the exception, that is 10 divided by 0. Then obviously when it comes to divide by 0, it will jump to except block, so it will print world first, and obviously exception is handled, still it will go to your finally block and it will print finally. So let us check the output of this also. See, we are getting first of all world, and then we are getting what? Finally. And suppose like you have something like this, um, instead of zero division error, you are writing name error, which is actually not correct. We also know that obviously if it is divided by zero error, then it is not correct actually. So in this case, what is going to happen is it will start from try, and suppose I am writing one more print statement over here, just one print, and here I will write 10 divided by 0, and in the first line, just Monday or something I will write. See, okay, now we know 10 divided by 0 is not the name error, it is a zero division error. Okay, so let us check the output of this. What we are getting over here is, we are getting Monday. Okay, Monday we are getting, then it is 10 divided by 0, it will jump to accept block, but because of the different class, we have not used the correct class over here, that's why it will not go inside of accept. But as I said, if exception is not handled, still it will execute your finally block. So you all can see it is printing finally, and then it is showing that there is some error in your code. It is executing finally block. So in my next video, we'll also check some more example with try, accept, and finally some more cases also we will study in my next video. So that is all about only the introduction part. Okay. Thank you everyone.